everybody, welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
The last few years, we've been traveling a lot. To Florida for Walt Disney World and Universal Orlando, international trips exploring China and Japan, as well as voyages on the sea on some of the biggest cruise ships. And as you might expect, we have learned a lot in the process. We've gotten very efficient in how we travel. We do it better, smaller, faster.
Yeah, we're going on a big trip and we're packing everything into a little tiny space.
Yeah, we're going to Japan for 2.5 weeks, and we're going to show you what's in our travel bags. Along the way, we'll teach you some of the tips and tricks that we've learned over the years and show you some of the gear that has made travel easier for us and maybe make travel easier for you. Before we get started, we should say that links to every product we mention in this video can be found in the video description below. Some of these items might have been sponsors in our videos in the past, but we're not being paid to recommend them in this video.
They're all stuff that we genuinely love and we want to recommend to you.
This video does have a sponsor, however, and that is Bombas, which I'm very excited about. We'll talk about that later in this video. I have a packing list on my phone in the Apple Notes app.
And on my phone, I have a separate one.
Yeah, and it contains everything I usually bring on a trip. And a few weeks before the big trip, I'll copy and paste that list into its own notes and like narrow it down. What don't I need on that list? What items that are more specific for this trip do I need? And I'll add it as the days come up for the trip so I can have time to order it. That way it's not the night before the trip and I'm like, oh shoot, I need
scrambling for something. Yeah, this keeps me so organized. Otherwise I would forget things. So it's really nice to have a note.
I know a lot of people talk about one bag travel. It's very popular. I don't think we can get things down to one bag, especially for how much gear we need for filming. But we like to keep it to one roller carry-on bag and a personal item, which is like a backpack.
You gotta get creative. It really forces you to like think, what do I actually need on this trip? And we we do laundry and stuff, so you don't need 87 pairs of pants, just bring a few, and if they get dirty, you can wash them.
Yeah, trust me, if we can do it, you can do it. Constraints make you more creative. Look at like George Lucas when he was making the original Star Wars movie. I know that's making a movie and not packing a bag, but he had constraints, and that forced him to use all those designs for the aliens in the cantina scene, which would have never happened. Look, compare that to Phantom Menace, where he had all the money and all the time to do whatever he wanted.
Wow, what a great, you make a point.
Yeah, so give yourself constraints and it will make you a better person.
And also, we don't like taking the big luggage because we don't like having to wait for it. What if it gets lost? We just like to have everything on us, so when we get off the plane, we can just grab it and go.
Yeah, plus, how many stories do you hear now about people that have checked their luggage and then the airline loses it or
that's my biggest fear.
Damaged?
Yeah, especially being a plus size woman going to Japan. If they lost my luggage and then I had nothing to wear, I wouldn't be able to find anything to wear. You know what I mean?
So that's why we like to do 2 items each. They're both carry-on. We have them when we get off the plane and we're all set to go. And a great tip for traveling, especially internationally, is don't pack just-in-case items. You don't need the just-in-case items, especially if they're items that you can get where you're going.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to need it, or you'll be able to just find it when you're there.
Yeah, they call that don't pack your fear. Chances are, we've packed for so many trips, and many times when we have packed the just-in-case items, we never use them.
You never use them. Or if it's something you're like, oh, even though this was on my list, I still forgot it, you could always usually find it wherever you go.
I know recently with us traveling a lot, I've been trying to minimize what I'm traveling with. A lot more than Kitra, actually.
Yeah.
Give yourself those 2 bags that are going to be able to go on with you and carry on, and you don't have to check anything, and make it work.
Yeah.
That will force you to make the hard decisions
and
yourself.
Also, if shampoo or something is a necessity and you like a specific type of shampoo that makes your hair, bring it. If that's important to you, bring it. But yeah, don't overpack.
Let's start first with the newest addition to our travel lineup. I'd been searching for a good travel bag for months and months. And I think I discovered I like this brand Cotopaxi. This is the Elpa 35-liter travel backpack. 35 liters, honestly, is probably a little too big for a personal item, This backpack is our personal item. We travel Delta 99.9% of the time, and Delta's rule is your personal item has to fit underneath the seat in front of you. And if this isn't completely stuffed to the brim, this will fit. I wouldn't recommend trying to bring this on a budget airline or maybe even some international carriers. But if you're flying Delta, this fits. I love the Cotopaxi brand. They are known for their commitment to sustainability, and they use mostly like recycled materials. I just love what the brand stands for. The Alpa 35 liter is made from tough, weather-resistant materials. This is TPU coated polyester. There's ballistic nylon. I like the internal organization. There's a lot of pockets here. There's multiple compartments. There's mesh pockets. There's a laptop sleeve. Makes it easy to stay organized, especially during travel. And I know what you're wondering. Does it have good straps? This backpack has very comfortable padded shoulder straps. Look at how chunky these are, making it very easy to carry when it's loaded with heavy gear. But I gotta be honest with you, most of the time we are not traveling with this around cities. I'm using this as a vessel to bring my clothing and accessories and gear from our home onto a plane to a hotel somewhere, and this is not going out with us and like around the city and stuff like that. We use this right here. This is a luggage pass-through, and that puts it onto our roller luggage. So most of the time, 95% of the time, it's riding on the roller luggage, which I like. It does have a hip belt. We have it tucked away. And actually these shoulder straps can actually tuck away as well. I like Cotopaxi not just because of their mission, but also they have vibrant, colorful designs of fabric. You'll see Kitras. It's so colorful, it's so awesome. I kind of wish I got that. One of the sides does have a water bottle pocket. It has a quick access pocket right up top, which you can open up and has a little bit of room. What I like to do with this is once we get to TSA, when we get to the airport, we got to take out everything from our pockets. I'll take my wallet, I'll take my phone, and I'll throw it in there, zip it up, and it's not like jiggling around in some storage bin. And then once I get back through security, you can open it up and grab your things. And this is just a basic passport wallet from Travelon. What I like about this is, yes, it's RFID shielded. And the reason why we really have this is protect it from weather, so like it doesn't get wet. And then it also has this other pocket right here, which you can keep some cash into. So the bag has a second zippered pocket right up front. We're gonna open that up. Opens kind of like that and takes up the top like 1/3 area. Some people will put their like big headphones in there and whatnot. What Cotopaxi did with this is they made it just the same size so it could fit their Cotopaxi Alpa X 3-liter hip pack. So that's what I did, is I put their 3-liter hip pack in there. And this hip pack is basically a fanny pack. I have the straps tucked away, like all their stuff tucks away if you want it to. Because there's like a secret zipper right on the inside. And that's where you could like keep your passport or some extra money, and no one's gonna know to look in there. I don't know why anybody's looking in my fanny pack for anything, but I'm sure they wouldn't find whatever's hidden there. So this hip pack can be used as like a fanny pack and go around your waist, or you can throw it over your shoulder and use it kind of like as a sling, like that. It's not what I primarily do with it, but you can do that and walk around like this. When I get on the plane, I go into my bag, I take this out, I put this in the pocket right in front of me on the seat, and then I put my bag underneath the seat, and it's away. I don't need to access anything in it. And basically this bag will have everything I need in it for the entire flight. So there's this first zippered pocket, has a bunch of stuff. You can see it's loaded with stuff there. I have my Manta sleep mask. So if I want to do some sleeping on the plane, I can do that. We are taking a very long flight to Japan. Most of the time we're flying to like Florida or something, this sleep mask would be in my bag somewhere. It wouldn't be in this pack. We have our Anchor 3-in-1 charger. What I like about this is it can plug right into the wall, has a cord built right in, so you can charge your phone right from it, USB-C, and you don't need anything else. This is 10,000 mAh. I don't know what that means, but I know that it means that it can charge my phone up to almost 2 times. And right in here is a clip where you can put your keys. So I like to do that like once I get to the airport, I'll just put my keys on there because I'm not going to need the keys for the remainder of my trip. So keep them out of my pockets. I don't need them in my pocket. There's a mesh pocket here. I like to keep a deck of bicycle cards. As you know, I like to practice some magic and cardistry and stuff like that. So I like having a deck of cards on me. Even if I'm not showing anything, I'm just like practicing stuff with my hands. I have that. And then I have a whole pocket full of drink mixes. So I've been trying not to drink as much soda, and to get off soda, I've been drinking a lot of water, but I need some flavor to them. So I drink some low calorie or no calorie drink mixes. And there's a second pocket right in the back here, and it opens up right here. Here's where you could fit like an iPad mini. Honestly, my phone is just a couple inches smaller than the iPad mini, so I'll just use that on the plane. I'd rather like not take up more space and more weight. But back here, there's also another mesh zipper, and here's where I keep my pen. I highly recommend you bring at least one pen with you. You never know what form you're gonna have to fill out on the plane before you go through customs or whatnot. You don't want to have to wait to borrow someone else's pen, or you don't want to take up more time being in a airport when you're at your destination and you want to go enjoy being wherever you're going to. But I also keep in here my Beats headphones. Kitra got me these one year for my birthday, and obviously I like that they match my whole glasses, watch, water bottle. I guess I'm a little matchy-matchy. The hip bag also has straps on the sides that you can basically compress down. So if you have less stuff in there, you can make it less bulky. So also in this butterfly compartment is a mesh compartment. And here's where I'm keeping my, speaking of matchy-matchy, we're going to Japan and it's gonna be a little chilly. So I got myself a neon green hat. How does it look? Of course, I also have in there one of my bucket hats, just in case. I should also mention that there is an air tag in there. We have air tags in every single one of our bags, just in case, God forbid, we lose one of the bags. We can track it on our iPhone. It's like a little sticker. You put your AirPad in there, and it basically sticks it inside there to be a little bit less mobile, and it just stays in there. Let's talk for a second about this Owala water bottle. I love it, not just because it's my signature colors, but because it helps me stay hydrated. Having a water bottle means that I'm making smart decisions and not drinking calories. I love the bottle because it has this innovative lid design. Owala has basically patented this thing called the free sip spout, allowing users to drink through a built-in straw, or through the wide mouth you can like gulp it. So you can either sip or gulp. And I like that you have those options. I've never seen that in another bottle. I mean, obviously it's patented, so they own it. And it's also made of a double wall stainless steel that has triple layer insulation, which keeps drinks cold much longer, up to 24 hours of cold. I'll usually put like some cold liquid in the morning when we go to the parks, and by the nighttime when we're coming home, it's still cold. They're leak proof even when tossed in a bag, and they're very easy to keep clean. And lastly, I like the integrated handle that makes them much easier to carry around. So one of the things I love about this Cotopaxi backpack is it's kind of arranged like luggage, where it's like a huge bucket over here, and then you got 2 little buckets over here. So if we open this up, this is all my packing cubes. But before we get to the packing cubes, let me show you what's over on this side. So this right here is the Matador Packable Refraction Backpack. And if I have one tip for you in this video for traveling, it's this. My Cotopaxi bag is too big for me to carry as a day pack, so I packed this packable backpack. Let's open it up and show you how easy it is. It's in a small package and unfolds into a rather good-sized backpack. It feels comfortable to wear. It's waterproof, meaning you don't need to worry about what's inside when it rains. Even though it's small, it's made of durable, quality materials. 16 liters, which is a lot of capacity. I'm surprised at how much they can fit into this like small little packet. Let's talk compression cubes for a second. I love the Peak Design ultralight packing cubes. They come in 3 sizes. There's a small, an extra small, and an extra extra small. I don't know why this isn't just small, medium, large. Maybe they're planning on coming out with a medium and a large later. But basically this is 10 liters, this is 2.5 liters, and this is 0.8 liters. What I love about this is I love the Terra shell. It's a 50D material, it's weatherproof, it just feels really nice. They come in a bunch of different colors. I have 3 of them here. I have the black, I have the white, and then I have this like mesh one, which obviously isn't waterproof. I recommend getting a bunch of different colors because you can color code what's inside. So this one right here in the white, this has like my underwear and it also has my socks. And speaking of socks, I'd like to thank Bombas for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I used to buy nothing but the cheapest store brand socks. Then 10 years ago, I was watching Shark Tank on a Friday night and Bombas appeared. I love the colorful style and their mission. So I took a chance and it's all I've worn ever since. What I love most is right here in the middle. It's like their secret sauce. It's the honeycomb arch support, which kind of hugs and supports your foot's arch. It makes a huge difference, especially on days when you're doing a lot of walking at theme parks or traveling. They have a cushioned footbed on the bottom that feels so good. Bombas are so soft and comfortable. And the best part is for every pair purchased, Bombas donates a pair to someone in need. I'm not sure if you know this, but socks are the most requested item in homeless shelters. So your purchase helps not just you, but someone who needs it more. And recently I've been trying out their merino wool socks. Keeps you dry and cozy, warm in the cold weather, cool in the hot. We'll be wearing Bombas compression socks on our flight days. Compression socks improve blood circulation, prevent swelling, and make long flights more comfortable. New customers get 20% off their first purchase. Just go to bombas.com/ordinary and use code ordinary at checkout or scan the QR code right here. Listen to me. You wear socks every single day. Investing in good socks will change your life. Thanks to Bombas, and now back to this packing video. And I also want to mention that these packing cubes have a dual use. You can get the strap sold separately, and you can strap it on, and it can basically be a sling. So if you need like don't want to pack that packable day pack, you can use it as a sling and carry it around with you. I did this in our recent trip to Mexico on a cruise, and I had some like camera equipment in here. It's, like I said, weatherproof. You could put like a sweatshirt, some whatever you want in here because it's basically protected and it, looks like a bag. So next up, I want to talk about what's in these packing cubes, and that is clothes. I know a lot of people aren't watching for me to talk about clothes. While I'm at home, I love wearing graphic tees. I change my clothes every day. But when traveling, we try to pack smarter, and that means packing less clothing overall. So if you're going for a 2 or 3 week trip, you could pack like a week's worth of clothes and then do your laundry halfway through, like Kitra said. But the key is to pack a series of items that can mix and match together, can be worn multiple times without feeling or smelling gross. So I recently discovered merino wool, and here's some of the benefits. So merino wool naturally regulates body temperature. It keeps you warm in cold weather and cool in hot weather. It's very versatile. It absorbs moisture away from your skin, keeping you dry and comfortable. It's naturally antimicrobial, which means it resists odors. You can wear merino wool clothes several days without washing. Merino wool clothes is extremely lightweight. They can be easily folded or rolled and put into a corner of like whatever travel bag you have. So that's what I like merino wool, and I've recently gotten a lot of like clothes just for travel. They're gonna just be in my travel bag. I like Unbound Merino. They have like a nice t-shirt. They also have like this travel hoodie. I got a couple different colors of the travel hoodie, and I like that as well. I've been wearing that actually not while traveling. And the pants I like to travel with is these Western Rise diversion pants. And the thing I like about these is they're like so small. They're like a little bit soft. Like this could be worn as just like a casual pants, but it could also go with like a suit jacket. That's what I think you want to find is you want to find clothes that can work in a bunch of different situations so you don't have to pack like one outfit for this day and one outfit for that day. And I also am bringing a pair of jeans. It's cold, so, may as well bring like some heavy hitters. These are from the Perfect Jean. I don't think they're real denim. They have like a little bit of stretch to them. So they're very, very comfortable. And last but not least, I got myself a puffer jacket. This one's also from Cotopaxi. They were on sale. It can fold up really small, and I really like the colors on this thing. And it's very soft, and it's like very small, but it packs down really to like nothing. Do you see this? But it keeps you warm, which is the important thing for a jacket. And of course, in my travel backpack, I have a tech bag that has all my plugs and stuff. I'll go through this really quickly, but this bag is from Peak Design, and it has those 2 latches, so you can, again, carry this as a sling if you want with that strap. Let's see what's inside. So first up in here, we got the SanDisk Extreme Pro 4 terabyte hard drive. This is an SSD hard drive. It has no moving parts. It's super fast. We always get the 4 terabyte version, which fits like 600 hours of footage, which is enough for multiple trips, big trips. I know there were some problems with an earlier version of this. Some people lost their footage from crashing. They released a firmware update and fixed it. We've never had the issue, and it's we love these guys. We always use these because they're super small, portable, they're rugged. What I do is I come back to the hotel every night and I'll offload our footage from our SD card onto one of these hard drives. I'll keep the footage on the SD card. I only erase the footage from the SD card after we publish the video. But let's look at this tech pouch. This is from Peak Design, as I said, and I had the big one, but it just didn't feel like I needed all the room. So this packs up really small and compact. It takes up less space. You don't want something that like is going to take up an amount of space that isn't being used in some way, if that makes sense. I like how it butterflies open so you get access to all the stuff in here. Normally we would pack our Tessin Universal Travel Adapter. This thing can adapt to all the different plugs everywhere. It's 65 watts, but we're not bringing it for this trip because Japan uses the same plugs as the US, so we don't need this. So over here we have a bunch of our USB-C cables. We have the exact amount we need plus one just in case. It's one of those rare just in case situations that we definitely double down on. My pro tip for you with USB-C cables is not all USB-C cables are the same. Some of them are made for power, some of them are made for data, and some of the ones that are for power probably don't charge your phone as fast as it could be. So get a fast charge cable, or get yourself a fast data cable. If you're going to be using your cable with a hard drive, you might be getting like crashes in Premiere. It might slow down if you're using like a smaller cable. So in terms of charging, what I do bring with me is the Anker GAN 100 watt charger. This thing is so small, the prongs just fold right in. It has 3 ports on the front, 2 of which are USB-C, 1 of which is just normal USB. My only complaint is I wish all 3 were USB-C, but this is powerful enough to charge my MacBook Pro. I usually stick this in the wall, and one cord goes to my laptop and the other cord goes to this. This is the Anker MagGo UFO 3-in-1 charger, and it unfolds like this. Very small, very compact. On one of the pads is MagSafe, so you put your phone. The other one, you put my watch. And then the third one is supposed to go for like AirPods or any like earbuds that can charge wirelessly. Unfortunately, my Beats do not. That's the only complaint to the setup. But it's so compact. Look at how magnets. I love magnets. And I have another USB charger right in here. This one's from Anker. This is the one that came with this. And this is, again, just a just-in-case item. I know I said not to pack just in case, but there's some essentials, like if I can't charge my phone, I'm kind of screwed. And then the last item I have in here is what do they call this? It's called the Tri-Charge. This is for my camera. So these are the batteries, the Sony batteries for the camera. And this fits 3 of them in there. Can also fit some SD cards as well. I don't really use it to store the SD cards, but basically you can plug this in and charge the batteries, all three at one time, or you can put it on the other side and there's an out, and that will actually, this will become a power bank. So you could use this if you wanted to. It's a little big. I don't think I would use this. You could use this as a power bank to charge your phone or laptop or anything that's USB-C. There's a button on the side, and you press that, and it tells you how much battery you have left on these. So my iPhone, I recently switched away from cases to this thing. It's from a company called Sudi, and it's basically just a back. It's it goes magnet to the phone, and it stays on there pretty well. So if you don't drop your phone a lot, this just like kind of protects the cameras and makes it a little more matchy-matchy. And this is silicone, it feels nice. Then I also have a pop socket, of course, and it's, again, matches everything. But another thing I use and I carry with me is this thing from a company called Moft. It's called the iPhone tripod stand, and it goes right on the back. You could keep this here instead of this. I actually use all three because I'm a psycho. But what this is, let me show you, is you pull this out and it becomes a little stand for your phone. So say you want to film yourself, or say you're on a plane and you want to watch something, you could put it sideways like that. But not just that, it also comes up like this. So you can actually film yourself, and it's a tripod. But most of the time when I'm traveling, I have this on the back of my phone, and I also have my pop socket. And if you're wondering what it looks like with the pop socket out, it's fine. Totally fine. You look ridiculous, but it's fine. It works. That is everything that is in my tech bag. Now we're gonna go to Kitra and see what's in her backpack, and then later we'll show you our filming gear. So obviously, if you're traveling anywhere internationally on a plane, you're gonna need to have yourself some luggage. The luggage that we have is the base carry-on roller luggage. They sponsored our channel a couple years back, and
we fell in love with them.
Yeah.
We love them so much, and I'm not even joking when I say this is the best luggage that I've ever owned, because before owning a base bag, I would just buy like the cheapest bag I could find. It would always fall apart, the zipper would break. And these are such good quality. I love them so much. Yeah, they're hard as a rock, but they're also like so aesthetically pleasing. Like, I love this bright orange color. We get so many compliments.
Yeah, we should say that these colors are no longer available. They were just available.
Bring them back.
Yeah,
bring them back, or bring other bright colors. Like, I just love.
That's my only complaint about base. I feel like the colorways are traditionally a little bit more basic.
Yeah.
Like they're catering.
They're like a lot of neutrals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now they do have a Wicked collab, though. It's like this green ombre.
Yeah, and they have a pink one for Glenda.
Yeah.
I was so tempted. I'm like, do I need another bag? I love this one so much, though. I like to pack this with as much stuff as I can, and you can fit a lot of stuff in here. And what's great is it actually like expands. It has the zipper, so if you need like an extra inch of room, they got you covered. And
more than a couple inches.
I love the wheels on this because it has 4 wheels and it glides so easily. Like, the bags that we both used to have before only had 2 wheels, and it was super hard to like be dragging it through the airport. This one, I'm not even joking, it's like light as a feather. You just barely touch it and it does all the work for you.
So I like that you have this section over here where you can put your clothes underneath this and then basically compress it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
And you can also stuff some stuff in here. And there's 2 pockets right here.
Yeah, I like to put my little knickknacks in here, my cords, and then I just shove as much clothes as I possibly can in here, and I love that it zips up so they stay in place.
Yeah, there's lots of like little compartments. I'm not even sure. What is this for?
I didn't even know that was, I don't know. You know what? This trip I'm going to put something in there. I don't know what, but I'll put some like pencils in there. This is my brand new backpack. It is my pride and joy. It is basically the same as Peter's, except it's one size smaller. This is the 28-liter one. But what I love about mine is how colorful it is, and it's all like reused, repurposed fabrics, resulting in a unique bag. Every bag is different, and it just looks so cool. It was so fun. We actually went to the Cotopaxi store, and we were in there for like hours, just like going through every single bag because they're all slightly different. And I'm like, ooh, I like this color, but then I like this color and I like how these colors mesh. And I ended up getting this one, which, not to brag, but I think I picked the best one in the whole store. And I'm like, oh, I know.
I've been hiding behind this bag this entire
We're
time.
filming this on Halloween, so.
I love this bag. I kind of wish I got the Del Dia. That's the style it is. They have Del Dia in all their different packs.
So if you were to order it online, you could literally just do like a mystery. I almost did that, but then I wanted to go in and like actually pick the one that I liked.
Look at this.
But like, how
Look
fun.
at this green right here.
I know, I got that because of you.
Yeah.
But like every night, he's like, I
I wish I got one like yours. I like mine, but I like yours better.
I like how everything is different colors, even like the
all
like
the
sternum
straps,
and
all the
stuff.
zippers, everything.
It's basically the same pack as mine, but just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, it's perfect for me. I've already tried it out a few times and like I stuff it with as much as you can and it's still very comfortable to wear because the shoulder straps are like kind of padded here. I don't know. It's just like the design is really nice.
I like how this bag has like handles on all sides, or 3 of the sides, I think. One side it doesn't have a handle.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
So if you want to like shove it up into the overhead, it's very easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, let's see what is in this little pocket right here.
So I have this little reusable bag. Look at how small this is. It kind of looks like the bags we use to like pick up our dog's poop, like a pooper scooper bag or something.
It does.
But the cool thing about this is it actually expands. So it starts like this little tiny thing, and then you can open it up, and it turns into a little bag.
Yeah. How many times have you been traveling when you were
just-
like, I wish I had a bag with me?
Yeah.
Especially in Japan, there's no garbage cans anywhere.
And you can put all your trash in there. You can put anything that you need in there that you don't want to put like in your normal bag.
It can actually fit quite a bit in there.
Yeah.
How many egg sandwiches from 7-Eleven?
Oh my God, we should we should figure that out when we go there.
And it fits 19 liters.
Yeah, and you could even like,
So to give you an idea, your backpack has 28 liters.
Yeah,
This can
it's
fit
like
more than
half.
half of it.
and then like it has this little strap, so like you could just. Okay, what else do I got in there? This is a SD card reader that has a USB cable attached to it. It's for my camera. It's so when I take photos, I could just plug the little SD card in here, plug it to my phone, and get my photos. I just love this bag because I feel like there's so many compartments and you could just fit so much.
Yeah.
Like before this, I was just using like a JanSport backpack. They just had one big zipper and then you threw everything in it. I love that this has all these like compartments, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so in here, this is where I'm gonna keep all the stuff that I wanna grab easily, like my headphones, whatever I need. But for right now, I have my Kindle.
Did you know that in the back there's this laptop compartment right here,
Oh,
and
so
there's
I
a
sh-
little
Oh, I
iPad
should have put
pocket.
that. Okay, yeah, you're right.
See?
Well, I was debating if I was gonna bring my iPad or not, but I guess my Kindle would fit back there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and I love it. Like the material in here is very soft.
Well, you could put your iPad here, and you could put your Kindle there.
I'm not the biggest reader, but I want to start reading more. And there's some books that I wanted to read, and I didn't want to buy the physical copy. And I was like, oh, maybe I could just read them on my iPad. But reading stuff on your iPad hurts your eyes.
Yeah, it strains your eyes.
Yeah, so I did a lot of research, and everyone was like, get a Kindle. So I got one, and I got to say, I love it so far.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to bring this with us on our trip. So basically what it is it's like a old school disposable camera. Back in my day, we had things called disposable cameras and you just take photos, then you get them developed. You didn't know what they were gonna look like. So this doesn't even have a screen on the back, so you can't even see what it looks like. And basically you just take photos throughout the day and then you check them out later, which it makes you feel more present. And I'm
Yeah.
excited. And like you could just take it out, click, throw it back in your bag, not even think about it, and then at the end of your trip or the end of the day or whatever, you could check out your photos. Take a picture of me.
Kitra's been using this all over the place. She's used it at the parks. We recently went on a cruise. The photos, I was surprised because the photos come out and have kind of like a retro look to them.
It looks like a disposable camera.
The funny thing about this, I read the reason why it's called a Camp Snap is because this was intended to be for little kids at summer camp. And basically you can take like 500 photos on it before like the battery dies.
And I just love it. It's very
Plasticky,
durable. So
yeah.
like you don't have to worry about like scratching the lens or whatever. Like
it was made to give like your 5-year-old kid, and they could. But
now I have one.
Yeah.
Anyways, the targeted ad worked and it's a lot of fun. We have something that Peter actually got me, and this thing is freaking awesome. He got me this as a surprise. It's like a little handheld gaming system with a bunch of emulators on it, but it has I think like 5,000 games on it or something. And it's like a little Game Boy.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon for really cheap. I like that it's like see-through. It's like translucent.
Very retro.
And it has like way more buttons than like a Game Boy would have.
Yeah. Of course, my Manta silk sleeping mask. This thing is so comfortable. The cushioned little eyepieces. This is the best sleeping mask that I've ever owned. I have the Beat headphones. I basically got these because I bought Peter a pair for his birthday. And then I think for my birthday, he got me a pair. So now we have similar headphones because we always got to be matching. We have to have matching backpacks. We have to have matching headphones.
Yeah.
So I got the pink pair. Love them. They're great. I get nauseous. I get seasick. I get motion sick. I get airplane sick. These are like really helpful to calm your stomach. I've got a lot of stuff in here. And then there's all these compartments in here that I'm going to put so much stuff in. Okay.
By the way, I love in here even these netting
Are
is
colorful.
different colors.
Yeah. Isn't it? I just love it so much. All the zippers, all the ties, everything is like a different color. Next up, we have my Fujifilm X100F. And this is my pride and joy. This is a lot different than the Camp Snap camera. This is an actual digital camera, and what's cool about it is it has all these different like filters on it that replicate like old school film.
Yeah, and I like how it looks like an old camera. I like how small this is. It has a digital viewfinder as well, so you can see what it's actually seeing. It has a lot more like manual controls, so there's a lot of dials and knobs that Kitra doesn't use.
Whatever, my photos turn out great. Okay, all the photos in here are photos of my dogs, and they all turn out great.
Yeah, we'll put some on screen right now.
This takes really nice quality, sharp images. The one on the Camp Snap camera is like really low quality, but like in a fun, like nostalgic way. You know what I mean? They're both fun for different reasons. Press-on nails. This might be hard to believe, but these aren't my real nails. By the way, I put these on for Peter because they match his color.
Aww.
These usually only last for like a week or so, and they usually fall off and I lose them, so I like to bring backup packs. Next up is something very, very important. It is, of course, an umbrella. And this is probably the most tiniest compact umbrella that we could find. And it's called the Luggage Mini Umbrella. It's about 6 or 7 inches when it's folded up like this, but of course it expands into a normal umbrella, and I'm kind of don't want to be opening it inside because I'm superstitious, but I guess we need to show it.
Is that bad luck?
Yes, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is, but it's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah, so it,
Ooh.
oh, wow, yeah. It opens up into an umbrella. You could squeeze 2 people in here, but I'd say it's probably better for 1 person.
Yeah, so this is, I think like 36 or 38 inches,
Yeah.
and it's actually kind of a nice umbrella.
Yeah.
Would it last in like heavy winds? I don't know.
I could like literally put it in my pocket if I wanted to. A few years ago, I broke my ankle, and now my ankles swell. So if I walk for a long period of time, my legs will start hurting, my ankle will start hurting, and sometimes I need ice pack, and it's hard to find. And somebody recommended these, and so I just bought like a jumbo pack on Amazon. Oh,
I got cold.
yeah. So you just basically squeeze it until it pops, and then it turns ice cold instantly. Feel it.
Oh yeah.
It feels like an iceberg or something. Like it gets really cold.
Super cold.
I don't know how. I'm not a scientist. I don't.
So basically, if Kitra's too warm from her hand warmer, she can break this. And then
I've got both
cool.
options. You don't think I did that on purpose? We have 2 small dogs who get hair on everything, and we always, no matter how many times we wash our clothes, we always have hair on our shirts.
Yeah, and it follows us overseas, anywhere.
So this is pretty cool. It's like a little mini lint roller, and I love how compact it is, kind of like the umbrella.
Okay, we don't. Also, a lot of the merino wool clothing that I have for travel is like a lint magnet. It just, honey, there's some light in here.
Oh,
Okay, stop.
sorry. Gotta have a hairbrush. This is the newest one that I found that I'm obsessed with. It's called Tangle Teaser. And I am somebody that has very thin, fine hair. And as I age, my hair just gets less and less. So it gets tangled very easily. And this is just like so easy to use. It glides through the hair. So nice. I know this like Peter doesn't understand because he doesn't use a hairbrush. It's exciting to me, okay? Like, let me be excited about it. We have a little travel container of Band-Aids. And why I like this is because once you're done with them, you could just refill it. And I like that it, usually I would just put it in a Ziploc bag and then they'd kind of fall everywhere and I'd be scrambling to find it. But this is so small, I just put it in my bag. But did you see how they're all like different colors and stuff?
No.
Yeah, so they're like fun, like tie-dye, like they're all like different. Yeah, so.
That's neat.
Yeah, so if I get injured, people like, it won't be camouflage. They'll be like, oh wow, I love your tie-dye Band-Aid. The final item in this little section is, of course, the one, the only Touchland hand sanitizer. I never used to care about hand sanitizer, but I've tried so many, and this is, I swear to you, the best. Not only is it like the best smelling, there's 10 million different scents for you to choose from, but it feels so good on your hands. I love like, I go a little overboard. I spray like a lot on there.
I feel like you need a lot of pumps to get that.
You smell it? This one is watermelon.
Oh, that smells good.
Believe it or not, I shoved even more stuff in, which first I'm going to show you my Loungefly. I actually haven't decided which one I'm going to take with me on this trip, but I've never shown this one, and it is, of course, a Star Wars Baby Yoda Loungefly Grogu on the back there. I don't wear this on the plane, like I put it in my bag and then I put stuff inside of it, so you could put even more stuff inside of this.
Yeah, so make sure if you do this to fill it with stuff.
In case I don't feel like wearing my Loungefly one of the days, I'm gonna bring this little Lululemon bag that you can either wear as a fanny pack or you could wear it like as a crossbody bag. And this doesn't hold very much, but you could put like your phone in there, you could put your chapstick, all the essential stuff that you need, like your ID, whatever, your coins. And speaking of coins, well, first of all, I love this bag. Like, I use it a lot when we go cruising. Yeah. Like, it's nice to bring around. Good quality, comes in a million different colors. But speaking of coins, when you go to Japan, you're gonna need a coin purse because all the vending machines, all the gachapon machines, all that stuff, they take coins.
Yeah, everything is cash or yen in Japan.
Yeah.
So like in yen, the dollars are coin. Like you just have lots of coins.
So they don't give you like, there's not very much paper money. I think it's like mostly coins.
Yeah.
So like whenever the stuff is cash only or whatever, you end up with a lot of change. Yeah. And when we went last time, I was just like putting it in my pocket, throwing it in my bag. I'd be scrambling for it. Where is it? So it's always good to get a coin purse. And this is actually something that we got on our last trip from the Nintendo store, and I didn't get a chance to use it, so I'm going to use it on this trip. And it looks like a little coin.
Yeah.
Looks like a little Mario coin. I love this thing. You could fit so much in here.
Has a little handle on the side.
Yeah.
That's good.
So this is for all your toiletries, whatever, your batteries, you can put whatever you want in here. So I have an extra pair of glasses, gotta bring with me on the trip, just in case I lose a pair or whatever. So these are my pair eyewear glasses. I'm gonna bring them with me. This is something that I didn't used to do, but ever since we saw our friend Chris Provost lose his glasses in China, or wherever he was, I was like, oh, that's a new fear unlocked that I need to bring an extra pair. Oh, this is kind of embarrassing.
What?
The finishing touch, flawless. Flawless finishing touch.
I mean, you're flawless already, so.
Because of this. This is my secret. This is so embarrassing.
What is it?
It is a shaver for your face. So ladies, if you ever like feel a little hair growing or something, you just This is embarrassing. Okay, of course we gotta have a toothbrush, but the toothbrushes that we love are called Quip. This is dry shampoo. This is the brand that I love. It's called, you could get this at Sephora. It's called Day, I think is how you pronounce it. Why I love this is there's many, many different dry shampoos that you could get. I have very greasy hair. Like if I go one day without washing my hair, it's just like nasty. So I need to spray something in it. And I prefer the powder for travel because bringing like the aerosol cans, sometimes they like, you're not allowed to, or it's too big or whatever. So this is nice. This is only 1 ounce. This is what I put on my face, but this is like my everything cream. It has SPF in it. It covers your imperfections. It just evens out your skin tone. So I usually just use this and moisturizer. I don't use foundation or anything. Okay, scrunchies. Love this specific brand of scrunchie. Okay, this is where it gets really exciting. Pepto, Tum. We got Tylenol in there. We got glasses wipes. My glasses get smudged a lot, so I love these glasses wipes. I got like a jumbo pack of them and I bring them with me everywhere. Last but not least, this is something I'm gonna fully admit that I saw on TikTok. The TikTok shop got me, and it was like super cheap, so hopefully it doesn't like explode or something. It's like a straightener brush type of thing. If your hair is acting up or you have like a weird curl or something, you just kind of run it through your hair. It's like a hot brush. So like I mainly use it for my bangs.
If it makes you happy, honey.
Could just, I mean, I don't have a mirror in front of me, so I don't even know if I'm using it correctly, to be honest. But you just kind of like run it through your hair. Then you look beautiful. I literally look worse. Okay, whatever. I'm obsessed with this brand, Cotopaxi. Like, I can't recommend it enough. And this is not sponsored in any way. Like, they're not paying us to say this. Like, I think they're great.
So, remember how big it was before?
Yeah.
Now it's like literally, that's how small it is.
I'm gonna fit so many more like Pepto tabs in there.
So lastly, this is our camera gear for our upcoming Japan trip. We always bring the Sony a7S III. This camera is amazing. It's great in low light. It's a little bit heavy. It's a little bit big. It's bulky. It's complicated. So I wouldn't recommend it for non-video professionals. But for people who, do video every week of their life, this thing is awesome. I like that it has a viewfinder, especially in the parks, because I don't want to disturb other guests. So if we're on a ride or something like that, I don't have a bright screen, because when I put my eye up to the viewfinder, it turns the screen off. So if we're filming a show or a ride or whatever, it's not bothering anybody, because it literally is not going above my head. It's basically just an extension of my head. And we have the Sony B1M mic on top. We like this mic because it records a track for behind the camera and a track for in front of the camera. So if I'm talking to Kitra or Kitra's talking to me, it captures both tracks at the same time. The bad thing about that is it's a little bit more complicated to edit with. Kitra hates it. And the camera strap I like a lot is from Peak Design. I think it's the leash. And I have this camera clip from Falcam. Basically allows you to put your camera on and off really quick. So if I ever need to get a shot that I don't want to be on the leash on, it's very easy and very easy to quickly remove and attach. And we have with us 3 lenses. The one that we use the most is the 16-35 G Master Mark II. It is wide enough to get both of us in the shot and capture a lot of the background, but also allows us to zoom in a little bit, but not that much, and that's why we need the 24-70 G Master II. And this, as you can see, goes a little bit further. This is good for shows, parades, stuff like that. Both of these are f2.8 in terms of how fast they are. If we need something a little bit faster for a dark ride or nighttime, we have this lens. And this is the 14mm 1.8 G Master. And as you can see, it's a little bit wider. So it's a little bit wider. We use this when we go to Halloween Horror Nights or any of the haunts. Sometimes when we go on dark rides, we'll film with this because the low light on this lens is great. We have these bags to carry all our lenses, so it protects the lens a little bit inside our bags. And then you can cinch it up like that. It also has a clip, so if you wanted to, we had a backpack, you could just carry an extra lens on that. I haven't done that yet, so I'm not sure about that. I can't recommend. We also have this mic system. It's a wireless mic system from DJI, and I'm actually using it right now, so I can't really show you all of it, but the mic looks like this, has a wind screen on it. You can use it with or without, and then it can magnetize to you onto your shirt. Right now I have the mic and it's right below my shirt. And that's what I've been using. To be honest with you, we don't use this wireless mic system that much. We usually only use it when we have to, if it's like really, really loud and we just want to isolate us like in a loud environment. And then we have a couple little cameras that we bring with us. Of course, we have the camera that's always on us, and that's the best camera of all. That's the iPhone. But we also have the Insta360 X4. I have the lens cover on it right now because you want to protect that lens. And you've seen us use this for certain shots. It almost looks like the camera's like floating in the air like a drone. You put on a selfie stick. You can't bring this into most of the parks, but you extend it and it kind of like looks like it's floating in air in the shot. It's good for more action-y shots, or if like you're in an interesting place that you want to capture your entire self in that space. This is a great camera to have. We usually don't use it that much. And another camera we have is the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. And this is a stabilized little camera. It's nice because it's very discreet, right? Like, so if like we're, say, in the middle of Japan, in Tokyo, in some place that we don't want to be using the big camera, we could pull this out and use this. And this has okay low light, better than like our iPhone, but not as good as the big camera. And then also in terms of a camera that we don't use that much, this one actually we just got. This is the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, and this is like an action camera. So it's like a GoPro. Difference here is it has a flip up screen, so you can see yourself on this side if you want with a big screen. And it does a little bit better in low light than the GoPro. We mainly use these kind of cameras for when we go in water, if we're on a beach or something like that. We don't want to take the big camera. We use an action cam like this. You saw us recently, we went on a cruise on Navigator of the Seas, and we were just testing this out for vlogging capabilities. It's not something I would probably vlog a whole video with. And with that, we've reached the end of our packing video. If you made it this far, I want to say thank you. I know it was a long one. I want to remind you that links to all the items in this video can be found in the description below. If you want to get 20% off your first purchase at Bombas, you can get that at bombas.com/ordinary. Coming up, we're going to Tokyo, Japan. We're going to be flying a Delta One. So if you want to see that, if you want to see the process of getting to Japan and all our Japan vlogs, please hit subscribe below. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next adventure.